All right, we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my Monday 10 a.m. news update. This is going to be a very simple, just live stream, chill live stream where I talk about some of the new stuff going on the channel. There is so much going on this channel all the time that I feel like a bit of a news update is practical and a good thing to do maybe once per week. And that's going to be the goal. I'm going to live stream this and then I'm going to have it available for the rest of the week so people can watch it and catch up on the news, basically. I appreciate everyone who tunes in now or who watches it back. And we're just going to talk about the platform, going to talk about some of the new stuff, exciting stuff that's going on. And yeah, it's going to be awesome. So the first thing I want to reiterate is the purpose of the GM Philosophy platform. The purpose of the platform is to empower game masters to run better games. And that is the renewed focus here at GM Philosophy. All the content I create, all the programs I try to launch, all the stuff I try to do in the community Discord, on the email list, it's all going to be super straightforward, pointed at that mandate because I want game masters to have a great experience. I want them to have a place where they can go and get everything they need to take their game from, where it is now to where they want it to be in the future, especially new game masters who are coming back into it, whatever it is. This Hot Dice is in the chat. Hello, Hot Dice. How's it going? Garrick is here. Sky it up. Heck yeah. Great to see you, people. Thank you so much for hanging out, showing up, and supporting the live stream, the news live stream. So anyway, getting back to it. Basically, what we're going to do today is go over a lot of the new things that are going on the platform, helping to push it in that direction. So the very first thing I want to talk about is that I have a new ebook that I have created to give away to people who join my email list. And I'm going to show this to you. And the link to this is in the description. This is free. I give it away for free. It's a 7-page ebook. I got to figure out how to put it on my screen. One moment. Please hold. Sometimes I'm a little tech challenged. Here we go. All right. So mastering the game, 10 essential GM tips. So basically what this is the new ebook that I've created as an opt-in for my email list. So I was giving away the Ultimate Plot Randomizer. I'm still giving that away. You still get that when you sign up for my email list. However, I'm also including this new ebook in it. And basically what this is my top 10 tips, the 10 most important things you need to take your game from, like, maybe I don't feel like it's going great, to boosting it massively overnight. If you incorporate these 10 tips, you're going to boost the quality of your games overnight. It's just 7 pages, super easy. You can get it. You can read it. Those of you who are experienced game masters might want to look it over and let me know if you think I'm wrong. So it's very fun in that way too. But even if you're already a member of the email list, I have it set up to where if you re-sign up, then you'll get this ebook. Like, you'll get the first email again and you can download this for free. Garrick, that's a great question. No, so the link to get this is in the description. If you sign up again, then it'll send you that first email again, and it should have this ebook in it. Let me know if that doesn't work for you, and I'll just send you the link. But this should also work for everyone who's already in the email list. So no one should miss it. I want everyone to have it who wants it. Definitely planned on making this a free resource for everyone. And it's pretty cool. Just to give you a little notice of what it is, the tips are like, it basically contains the obvious tip, it contains next level wisdom, and then it contains literally like a paragraph written by me, deep stuff, like my real true thoughts on the tip. And so I wanted to kind of go a level deeper with this, make it really, really awesome. So that's the first thing, is you're going to want to join the email list and sign up. And in your first email, you'll get the download link for this and my Ultimate Plot Randomizer. Thanks for asking that question, Garrick. That's a good question. All right. The next thing I want to talk about is we released a book in April, I believe it was. We released an ebook called 50 Mundane TTRPG Shops. Now, I don't know how many of you saw this. This is our first GM Philosophy community publishing project. And actually, Garrick, who's in the chat, is on the community publishing team. Garrick helped to write this book. John Haney helped to write this book. Avery Juno helped to write this. Wolfram helped write this. Trying to think. Garrick says resubscribe. Let me know. Okay, awesome. Yeah, just let me know. Now, here's the thing about this book here. This 50 Mundane TTRPG Shops. It is, how many pages is it? It's like 164 pages of literally 50 mundane TTRPG shops. Now, not all of the shops offer only mundane things. There is some magical stuff in some of the shops, but for the most part, they are mundane. Blue Rose Line says 7 watching, 1 like. Thank you so much, Blue Rose. Blue Rose is a Ko-Fi supporter. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. And this was not planned in advance very much, so I'm totally okay with there only being a few people watching. The biggest thing is that people can watch it afterwards, but I really enjoy that there are some people who are watching, and I love getting the questions. This is awesome. This is a news update. I'm going to try to do this every Monday. That's kind of the plan. Now, this book, let me just show you an example of what it has. It has literally 50 shops. The Whiskered Haven, Arwen's Flesher Shop, Galloper's Grove Stables and Livery. I mean, the Big Sausage. I think that's a Garrick creation. Clear Song Music Shop, the Learned Leaf Tea House, Cool Johnny's General Goods, which is personally my favorite one that I made. I made a bunch of these too. The Tinker's Trove, the Dramatic Entrance. So there's just all kinds of shops, and what you get for every shop is this. So let's go down to Handlemore's Bakery. Name of the creator, John Haney. Brief description of the shop, a brief history of the establishment. You get a brief lore of the establishment. Outside view GM description, inside view GM description. So you can read these to your players. The employees, right? Services offered and prices in gold, silver, and copper. So it literally has a whole list of services and wares. And then there's also, for every single shop in this book, there are 3 potential plot hooks that you could take to run with this shop when the players enter it. So it's just like that, 50 mundane TTRPG shops. And if you'll notice that each shop even has a little bit of a story baked into it. For example, if I go to Cool Johnny's General Goods 59, you're going to see that there's a story woven into it. I really love how we did this. Cool Johnny's General Goods is a laid-back, well-stocked general store where travelers, adventurers, and villagers alike can find everything from rope and rations to beaded bracelets and incense. The shop's welcoming atmosphere reflects the easygoing nature of its owner, a bearded, bejeweled old hippie known as Cool Johnny, but rumors still swirl about his past as the warhammer-wielding warrior once feared across the land as Jonathan Bone Crusher. And then there are little bits of lore about his adventure kind of woven throughout this. And then he has in this particular shop is run by Cool Johnny, who's basically an old hippie dude. And he's got 2 wives who are very different, met them on his adventures. And there's even a little town rumors. It's funny, ain't it? A big bad warrior like Johnny finally settled down and got himself 2 wives. Guess fighting orcs wasn't as scary as saying no to either of them. But then when you go to the potential plot arcs, the Warhammers return. Trouble comes to town, whether it's orcs, bandits, or a corrupt noble, and someone begs Johnny to take up his old weapon once more. Will he refuse, or will Jonathan Bone Crusher rise again? So there's just little stories woven into a lot of these shops that you could take and almost make you could almost make an adventure out of each shop. So you can buy that. Links in the description, or you get this as a free download if you join the Ko-Fi. Link to the Ko-Fi is also in the description. With that being said, I just wanted to cover that because that was last month's book release, and I don't feel like it got really the attention it deserved. Now, I also want to draw your attention to, where is it? Mastering the Game. We got this. Did I not bring up my other one? Let's take a look at this month's. I'm missing one book here, but this month's compendium. Now, I don't know how many of you know about the world building compendiums. But these are available in the Ko-Fi membership. They are also ebooks, but they're strictly available to members. They're not available for purchase outside of the Ko-Fi. And basically what these are compendiums of knowledge derived from basically 10 YouTube videos on my channel. But the content was reformulated to be in a very concise book format. So you could read it and gain all the points from it. without having to search through the channel. So this is all about world building and setting design. So the chapters are the best TTRPG world building method, make TTRPG villagers feel real, TTRPG maps, how to make them awesome, right? And then when you start reading through the book, it goes back to the video. It links back to the video. Oh, I can't click on that. Is that a mistake? Oh, you can click on it. If you're actually just looking at it in the PDF viewer, you can click on it. But you can click on these links to go to the video. As like I put the thumbnails in here as artwork because it's kind of fun sometimes. But then you can basically read the summary of this video without even needing to watch it. And it's all about world building. So, you know, it has just all the main points of what you'll find in that video. So basically what these compendiums do is they give you concise, focused knowledge from the YouTube channel. So you don't have to watch hours of YouTube to find what you're looking for, basically. And there are currently 3 volumes of these in the Ko-Fi. I release one every month. This month was the World Building and Setting Design Compendium. And once again, I just come out with these every month. I release roughly 30 YouTube videos a month, and these cover 10. So I will definitely always have compendiums to release as long as this channel is surviving. So that's another thing you get when you join the Ko-Fi. Now, that being said, I want to talk about another ebook. Let me remove this real quick. And I've got this month's ebook just came out yesterday. I'm super pumped about it, but apparently I wasn't pumped enough to have it up and ready. I thought I did, but that's okay. Let me grab it real quick. I am so happy that the weather is nice today. Yesterday it was freezing so much in here that while I was playing Grom, I had a heater going, blowing on my hands while I typed, so my hands didn't freeze. It was almost freezing out in my new studio. There's no heat yet, and it's not even all fully closed in. So that is that's something that I will be happy to have done, although summer is very close. All right. So, man, where is that ebook? I got to find it here. We've got that one. We've got that one. Structure of Fortune. The Ultimate Guide, the TTRPG Survival. Here it is. All right. Now, this is the ebook release for March, and I am super pumped to show this to you fine people. Just joined. Todd Dice, thank you so much. Thank you for supporting the channel. I am super, super pumped for that. You are going to be super happy about some of the awesome stuff coming down the pipe. It is really getting exciting in there. All right, GM Philosophy presents The Ultimate Guide to the TTRPG Survival Skill. Now, this book, so this I'm very excited about. This was released yesterday. This is the March ebook release. I've been working on this for a long time because both my Barren Lands campaign and my Dunes of Fate campaign are using this resource extensively. I've been using it, but now it's official. Now it's finally got a cover on it, and it is ready to rock and roll. So here's what this book is. This is your in-depth guide to running survival-based games and adventure arcs in your TTRPGs. This book has 110 pages. This entire ebook is about one little thing, the survival skill in your TTRPG. When someone rolls on survival, what happens? I have 110 pages of content to tell you exactly what happens. There's navigation and orienteering. There are random roll tables for that. There's tracking and trail finding. There's instructions and random tables. Weather and environment awareness. There are tables for weather signs and predictions, natural hazards, climate extreme challenges, etc. Foraging and resource gathering, a bunch of tables for that. There's a plant safety level random roll table. Chapter 5, hunting, trapping, and fishing. There's a whole section for that. There's an introduction to hunting, trapping, and fishing in TTRPGs. There's how to run it in your games. Then there are alternative rules for more depth, and there are a whole bunch of random tables for outcomes. There's a shelter and bushcraft chapter. There's a fire crafting and heat management chapter, right? This goes all through the nitty gritty of lighting a fire in the wilderness, basically. Craig is in the house. Craig is our first gold Ko-Fi level supporter. It's great to see you, Craig. Thank you for supporting the channel and all of the awesome things that are going on with it. Super happy to have you here. Super happy to have you on the team. All right, we have chapter 8, water sourcing and purification. We have chapter 9, foraging for medicine. Okay, and now we have chapter 10, which is actually my favorite chapter, primitive tool and weapon crafting, a complete guide. So this literally is a whole rules list for how to walk players through crafting primitive weapons and tools in a game like D&D or whatever. Garrick says 10 minutes since I resubscribed, nothing seen yet. I wonder if it's not working. I might need to just email that book out to all of the email subscribers. I tried it and it worked for me, but it is possible that we have a glitch. I'm very close to being perfect, but I'm, only 99.9% there, right? So sometimes every once in 100 years, I make one mistake. Jokes, big jokes. I make a few more mistakes than that. But anyway, Garrick, keep me updated. If by the end of this video you haven't gotten your email, then maybe it's a sign that something is wrong, and I should go see if there's a problem. And I'll probably just email that book out to the whole email list because, Blue Rose Lion, you received your email. Were you previously an email subscriber? So confirming that you did receive an email, even though you're an email subscriber, that's how it's supposed to work. And I'm curious, Garrick, make sure to check your spam folder because sometimes Google thinks I'm spam. Sometimes I don't know why. It's maybe because I send out a lot of emails. There are some weeks I send out 5 emails. So that's why. I also use my Gmail account emails, my official email. And every time I send an email, MailerLite is like, we recommend you do not use this email. They want me to use a business email. And I don't even have a business email set up. I probably should, but that's surprisingly complex. And I keep putting it off. I keep avoiding it. Anyway, and then we have a chapter 11, forging primitive clothing and armor chapter. So let me just show you, I want to show you this because this chapter is so awesome. Primitive tool and weapon crafting. Let's go to chapter 100. Actually, yeah, but I want to stop. So here's just an example of what these random tables look like. Edible plants and fungus, D100. Use this table when characters search for general plants or fungi to eat. Each entry includes a name, its safety level in parentheses, and a short description of a notable effect or danger. See, you as a GM can know these things. You have wild carrot, belladonna, glowcap mushroom, nightshade berries, golden apple. And it's even magical because it's extraordinary. However, with that being said, this gives you information you can use. They want to forage for plants. Okay, roll on this table. It just gives you something. There's a negative trapping outcomes. Look at this table. Broken snare, no bait, wrong location, trap too obvious. So when they make their survival check to set the trap, you can roll on this. And if there is a bad outcome, you give them a bad outcome. But then there's also a positive trapping outcome: perfect placement, ample materials, no disturbance, etc. But I wanted to go to the foraging for medicine, primitive tool weapon crafting guide. So check this out. This is the introduction, required tools and resources, minimal starting equipment. You need a cutting edge, you need a binding material, you need a heat source, and you need a workspace, basic resources. So it talks about kind of some of the resources they might find in a primitive setting. Tip: characters who have access to metal implements or advanced knowledge can speed up or simplify many of these steps. There's gathering and preparing materials. There's a table on these materials, crafting steps. There's the different steps of crafting, so you can get really in depth with it. So with that being said, I am super pumped about this ebook. I've been working on this for it's been about 3 months that I've had this in development. And I was creating it for my Barren Lands campaign, and I wanted to release it as an ebook for everyone else. So you can buy this. Link is in the description. You can buy it off my personal bookstore for just $4.99. Or if you sign up for the Ko-Fi, you get this as a free download for being in the Ko-Fi. It's in the ebook store on the Ko-Fi. So, shabam. That is pretty awesome news. Very happy about that. What else we got in the news? We have a hangout today. We're doing hangouts in the Discord now. Today's hangout is at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. So roughly, Mr. Vincent's in the chat. Mr. Vincent is also a Ko-Fi supporter. Thank you so much, Mr. Vincent, for being here. Actually, Blue Rose Lion is also Oh, you weren't signed up for the email list. You just signed up and you got it. So it sounds like there's a problem with that. Garrick, have no fear. I shall send that ebook out to everyone and make sure that it's available to the whole list. No, you would not miss it if you are already signed up. In fact, I'll make that my email later today. That'll be a great email to send out today. Blue Rose Lion, I believe, is also in the Ko-Fi. Am I wrong about that? I think you're a Ko-Fi supporter. I'm pretty sure. I get the names mixed up sometimes because sometimes they're different on Ko-Fi than in than in Discord. But heck yeah, we've got several representatives here from the Ko-Fi. JW is also a Ko-Fi supporter. Good morning, JW. Great to see you. Mr. Vincent says, getting ready for an adventure. And I believe what you mean by that is traveling the world. Mr. Vincent is getting ready to literally go on a great adventure, traveling across the seas to faraway places. I don't want to give away too much of your personal business, Mr. Vincent, but you do have some exciting things going on. Yes, Ko-Fi supporter. Thank you so much, Blue Rose, for your support. It means a lot, and it keeps the dream alive and keeps the vision going. Now, the event today, I'm going to share this with you real quick. And this is important. It's not just today that this is going on. This is actually going on. This is going on every week. And there's a possibility the times will change, but I don't think the times are going to change. Okay, so is there a better way to show this to you? I think this is the best way I have to show. So this is a picture of in the Discord. There's an event today at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Game Master Support and Hangout virtual meetup. This is very simple. It's in the party chat, which is open. Anyone can join. I'm going to be in there for an hour, and we're just going to hang out. We're going to do this every Monday at 1 p.m. Now, that's not the only event we have going on. We also have another one on Wednesday evenings at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So it's the exact same type of event. This is not live streamed. You do not have to be a Ko-Fi supporter. You do not, this isn't going to get published to YouTube. It's not going to be recorded, anything like that. It is just hanging out in the Discord, talking about Game Master stuff, whatever comes up. It's just a social hangout and support. If you want to come in there and vent about your awful players, you can do that. Can we swear at you in the Discord? If you feel like it. It definitely won't be a YouTube flagging my content issue because it won't be on YouTube. But anyway, Game Master Support and Hangout. So Wednesday evenings at 6 p.m. We're planning on that. Now, we've got some other events coming up, which are really, really exciting. Now, this is interesting. We're starting a TTRPG YouTube creator hangout. Now, this is also in the Discord. It's located in the party chat. Anyone can come to this. But the whole point of this hangout is if you are a YouTube creator who's trying to create TTRPG content on YouTube and you want to network, encourage, talk with other people who are doing YouTube, come to this hangout. It's on the first one is on March 20th, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. However, I do plan to record these sessions, these hangouts, because this is more educational. We're literally talking about how to succeed on the TTRPG YouTube space. So I'm going to be recording these and I'm going to be putting them in the Ko-Fi membership. And if you are at least a silver level supporter, you will gain access to the playback recordings of this. You do not have to be a Ko-Fi member to attend, but if you want to have access to all of the recordings of this, which might include a lot of really good information about succeeding on YouTube, or it might be cool to hear, about what goes on behind the scenes, even at GM Philosophy, because I'm going to talk a lot about probably the technical stuff I do on my YouTube and what I'm trying to do better, what my plans are. That might be interesting stuff for you to check out. And then we have master classes coming up. Okay, so these are actually really interesting. These are hosted on StreamYard. So you would click on the link to join via StreamYard. They take place the first one, March 20th from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Now, the plan is to have these every single week, and there's going to be a different topic every week. These are going to be first come, first serve. There are only 10 available seats. One of them is mine. So I can have 9 other people come to these master classes, and that's it. So they're limited space. Right now, I do not have a reserved seating system. It's just first come, first serve. If I were you, I would sign into the link a few minutes early, because I'll probably be in there 10 minutes early. So if you get in early, there's a better chance you'll get in. These are going to be recorded. This is basically going to be me teaching a class. And then for about 20 minutes, I'm going to be presenting. And then I'm going to be open to questions, people talking about their own games, maybe problems they're having, and we're going to talk through them. So a lot of really great information. These are going to be recorded, and they're going to be put on the Ko-Fi shop as replays. If you are at least an iron level Ko-Fi supporter, you will gain access to the recordings. So if you join the Ko-Fi, you can listen to these. And like I said, these are going to be getting added to the Ko-Fi at least once a week, because I'm going to host them once a week. We might miss a week here or there, but that's just another thing I'm bringing to the channel in an attempt to try to really improve, like improve the impact of our vision, which is to help game masters run better games. Yeah, so that's all the upcoming events we have going on right now. Let's see what else is on the list here. Oh, another thing. So this is actually a fun thing, and I don't know how many people know this, but I'm going to go to my Ko-Fi page here real quick. I'm going to show you something really fun. So when you go to the shop, you can search by different, you can search just the compendiums, you can search the ebooks, you can search the editorials. Oh, by the way, like, I don't know if you know this, once per month for silver level supporters above, I release like a magazine editorial issue. It's like a few pages long, where I get super, super real, super personal about my life and my experience running this channel. If you want an inside look at like me, like personally me, like I said stuff in this in the March issue that I never would have thought I would say publicly. But I mean, we're talking about Insider magazine kind of stuff. It's like basically an editorial article, a couple pages long. That's available to silver members and beyond. So make sure that you check on that. But that's not what I actually wanted to show you. I want to show you, if you go to shop, you click on maps, there's my map collection. Now, this is available to all Ko-Fi supporters, but every time I create a map, I stick it in here. And let me just show you something like what it looks like. Basically, you go in here, and I have the Barrenlands maps, I have the Dunes of Fate maps, and I have Haunting at Ashborough maps, and then I have a couple other randoms. But like, I just added a bunch of maps to Dunes of Fate. We just ran this in session 1 of Dunes of Fate, but this map, Vekor Zorka, like the temple, the tomb temple of the Jackal Prophet, like this is all available. You can grab this and use it in your games, or just look at it, or I don't know, make a big printout of it and put it on your bedroom wall. I have my glyph map in here. And then maps from like the Barrenlands are in here. I've got a lot of maps from the Barrenlands. We've got like the got my Ice Cave entrance map here. We've got the Barrenlands glyph map. This was the first place they landed in the Barrenlands. So if you ever see me using a map in a game and you think to yourself, oh, I kind of wish I had that, guess what? You do have it, because every single map I create, after I've shown it, like, so I don't put spoilers in here, but after I've shown it, I put it in my map collection, and you just gain access to all these maps if you join the Ko-Fi. So it's just a kind of a fun thing. And I just recently bought Incarnate Pro. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to get Pro at Incarnate. So, and I really like it so far. That's how I created that Dunes of Fate, the temple map. Vahar Zorka, I used it. I used Incarnate to do that. Shebang. Mr. Vincent is absolutely correct. That's the appropriate response. Ozark just purchased Survival and the Shop ebook. Thank you. Hey, awesome. I'm glad I hope that you like them. I hope that they give you a lot of value. Let me know what kind of books you'd like to see in the future. I'm going to give you a little hint. Here's what I'm thinking of making so in The April release ebook is already being planned. It's being created in community publishing, and it's going to be an encounter, like a book of encounters. I think it's traveling encounters. Don't quote me on that. I have to double check. It's been a minute since I've been in there, and we've been working on it. Well, actually, the team's been working on it. I have not been working on it yet. I've been busy getting the March release ready. But the team has been really hard at work. And also, April, June. In June, I plan to release an ebook all about crafting unforgettable villains. Now, I made a video. I think this morning's video was about crafting basically diabolical villains for your campaign. And it made me realize, I was kind of pulling sources from different places for villain backstory, which is usually what I do. But I need one just bomb of a villain ebook, and I'm going to make one to generate it's going to be all about generating memorable villains. That's going to be the June release, I believe. Mr. Vincent says superhero value, so much stuff, such a great price, grab and go adventure. Heck yeah. And I also want to say, and that's, I believe, all my news, but I just want to say, that is the essence of it. Mr. Vincent actually just said superhero value, so much stuff, such a great price, grab and go adventure. Here's the thing. This is the vision of GM philosophy, that all game masters will sit down either at their virtual table or at their in-person table, and they will run amazing games that they enjoy and that their players will enjoy. If that happens a lot, a lot, and if GM philosophy helps to make that process better, that is the whole point. That's the whole name of the game. And I talk to a surprising number of game masters who say things like, I'm just a little shy to start, or I'm not quite sure where to start. I got an email just the other day from a guy who's running this awesome, he's been tasked with running a big ongoing TTRPG game for one of his classes in school. He's got a big class. He's like, I'm not quite sure how to go about it because there's a lot of unique challenges with that. Not quite sure where to start. Very understandably so. And people like GMs with a lot of experience, there are people in this community who have been running games for years and years and years, who have a much better idea of where you could start with something like that and what would work. That's why the Discord is so important, because we have amazing GMs in there, 10, 20, 30, 40 years experienced GMs in some cases. I think Bruce D has been GMing for over 40 years. I think that, we've got people like William who've been GMing for 30 years. I've been GMing for a little over 20 years. So there is a lot of collective wisdom in the Discord. So if I were you, I would just join that Discord if you haven't already joined it and jump in. And if you're not used to Discord and you're like me and you had never even set foot in Discord before that, well, you might find that it's actually pretty cool. It's not just a silly online thing. Garrick says, not a scene yet. Resubscribe isn't working as intended. Check spam. Gotcha. Thank you, Garrick. I appreciate you for troubleshooting that. I am going to just email that out to everyone. Apparently, my fix did not work. I was trying to make it so people could just resubscribe and get it so that they could basically go get it whenever they want. Apparently, it didn't work. So I'm going to email it out today. Thank you so much, Garrick, for checking on that. I really appreciate it. Appreciate the help. And so GM's giving help for free. Exactly. That's what community is. And that's really one of the arms of GM philosophy. GM philosophy has the YouTube channel, it has the community, and it has the email list, right? I send out email bulletins. I do the YouTube, but the Discord, the community where that happens, is maybe where the most value is. Scott, the Lakeside Dragon, says, I started DMing 1983, almost 42 years now. Wow, I feel old. Scott, are you in the Discord? Are you in there? If you are, your name must be a little different than this name, because I don't think I would have remembered Scott, the Lakeside Dragon, I think, in Discord. But anyway, it's not a handout, but a hand up. Absolutely. There's nothing more fun than running a really good game of D&D, knowing that your game was really good. Hearing your players say, oh, that was so much fun. Thank you, GM. Thank you. And then they're so pumped. They don't want it to end. And it's true. You nailed it. You crushed it. There is really no better feeling than that, versus the feeling of, man, that game sucked. I wish I would have done better. I wish I did this wrong and this wrong and blah, blah, blah. Those two feelings are so different. And what I want is for all game masters to think, and there are going to be times when you're even going to doubt yourself, but for the most part, you can consistently run games that you feel like you crushed and did a great job at and feel good about. And then you can see your players having a great time and know that you're succeeding. And that's a great feeling. And that's what GM philosophy is all about. Not yet I should join. You should join. 42 years of knowledge. Imagine how many new GMs could benefit from your experience. Garrick says, as you should. Garrick, how many years have you been GMing for? Haven't you been like, you've been GMing for, I think 30 years. I think Garrick is an old school GM. Mr. Vincent got a bounce. The horn of fate is blowing. Mr. Vincent, thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks for the support. Thanks for playing in the Barren Lands. Unfortunately, Mr. Vincent will not be in the next 2 episodes of the Barren Lands due to his real life adventures, but we will be excited to have him back. Garrick says 30 plus years. That's what I thought. Yeah. So it's really awesome. A lot of value in people jumping into the Discord, and these GMs who've been doing it for years and years, they've seen additions come and go. They've seen additions come and go, man. Love y'all. Love you too, Mr. Vincent. Have a good one. Be safe on your travels. And with that, I'm going to wrap up this live stream. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for coming to the first Monday edition of, I think I'm going to do this every Monday at 10 a.m. news update, weekly news update, because I need a way to like get the news out there. And I don't have a good way yet. Just blasting it in the Discord is kind of annoying. And I don't think that it does as well as me like describing it and showing it. Anyway, all right. Have a great day, everyone. Roll some D100s for me. Have an awesome Monday. Drink some caffeine for me if you're not allergic to caffeine. If you are, don't you dare touch the caffeine. And I will see you all in the next one.